Good evening, guys. How are you? What's up, Mario?
Hello. Hey, what's up, Pablo? How you been?
Yeah, we're live. Let me check. Let me make sure that the audio is good.
Hey, what's up, Pablo? How you been?
Yeah, you're louder than me, but that's fine, man, because you're smarter than me. So
Oh,
that's
my
good, right?
days. Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're smarter than me. So yeah, you should be louder than me. What's up,
Oh, my days.
guys? Welcome back to another live stream. How are you?
How's it going, everyone? 21.
So please let us know what stocks did you guys want us to go over. Mario is going to be taking care of the technical analysis. And we have information that you guys should be aware about when it comes to the current trading week. So tomorrow we have the PPI report that comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have retail sales. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., we have Bullard being interviewed by Nick Timiraos. That is going to be an interesting interview, probably. This guy Timiraos he has become some sort of speaker of the Federal Reserve. So he's a very good interviewer, and he's going to be interviewing Mr. Bullard, the former Slayer of Bulls, Mario. He used to be, the Slayer of Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
And today we had a very good close, Mario. They
Not bad.
closed
Yep.
above the 200-day moving average once again, right? And
Mhm.
mind you,
Yep.
the Nasdaq 100 has been going up for 7 trading sessions in a row. Unbelievable. So, what are your thoughts about what is going on as of now? Do you think that this rally still has legs? Can we keep on going
Uh,
higher? Technicals suggest that we can actually keep on going higher, right?
Technical suggests that, but we are technically nearing one of the strongest resistances out there in SPY. Let me pull up the charts for you. So for me, if I didn't go long at 390, I wouldn't look for going long over here, especially. So if I go to SPY, if I check it out, SPY. All right, so if I look at it, technically, you can see the trend line coming from the all-time highs. And that's exactly where we got rejected today. So leading, as long as we're under this trend line, I'm not going to be overly bullish at this point. I don't understand that we're above the 200-day moving average, but if you go to the weekly, I'm pretty sure the declining 50-day moving average is somewhere around 402.50 to 400. So before time, multiple times before, like if you see this over here,
That's
we did
that's an
close about
SMA,
the
right, Mario? Not a 50-day, right?
SMA, 50-day
Okay,
moving
okay,
average,
okay.
50-day simple moving average. So the thing about it is, every over here on August 15th, we did close about the 200-day moving average in daily, but got rejected at the 50 SMA. Same thing happened over here as well. We did close about the 200-day moving average, but got rejected by the weekly 50 SMA. So right now, the weekly 50 SMA coincides with that trend line which we have from the all-time highs. So today the battle is begin. So let's see who's gonna win. Like, are they gonna squeeze the shots away and then push it all the way to 410 or 420, or this is the next reversal to the downside? We gotta wait and see.
And don't you think that after having gone up for 7 consecutive trading sessions in a row, we are due for some sort of pullback or profit taking or something? Because
Possible.
for the
We
most
might
part,
see it during OPEC,
to
so most likely.
yeah. By the way, guys, yeah, I'm glad you brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
This week we have options expiration, and you guys know
Yep.
that weird stuff happens when we have options expirations
Mm-hmm.
and options expiration. Sorry. So this might be a volatile week, mostly on Thursday and Friday. Needless to say, on Friday, but I think that we are due for a pullback. But in my opinion, yeah, the fact that they did manage to close above the 200-day moving average is bullish. And but yeah, I also agree with you on the fact that trend line, that downward sloping trend line that comes from all-time high is going to
Mm-hmm.
be a tough spot for the bulls, arguably, right?
Yep. So technically, it's just I don't expect much from SPY, so that's why I opened a few iron condors this week on SPY for 405 to 390. I do expect SPY to stay within that range into the end of the week. So let's see. I'm not expecting many much action. If they do pull back, they're gonna find support at 393. The volume is not that crazy high to like support a big dumped to the downside as well.
Volume today was pathetic.
Yep.
Simply pathetic. So we are not seeing a big institutional participation as of now.
Yep.
And that's
None.
that's another question mark that we have on the table. But you guys already know, usually markets or the bulls go higher on light volume. So they have been taking advantage of light volume in a very significant way. Let's just put it that way. And for the markets to go lower, we need to see the NDX, the Nasdaq 100 or the Triple Q, going lower, because the technology sector has been the one that has been leading this rally. And something that is worth to point out about today's trading session is the fact that the Dow Jones went lower, Mario, because we got, in my opinion, the Dow went lower because we got an Empire State building, Empire State Index. I take that back. Empire State Index that came out way worse than expected, right? Which might be some sort of might be some sort of a canary in the coal mine. And what do you think about this divergence that we saw today between the Dow Jones and the NDX?
I mean, I do agree, because Dow Jones has actually been front running this rally since day one of we bottomed out. You can see that we all bottomed out at the same. All the indices bottomed out on October 13th. But comparatively speaking, Dow Jones was almost like 4 to 5% away from all-time highs. It recovered back almost all the losses compared to that of the SPY and QQQ, which is still down like 15-20% from the highs. Dow Jones is something to watch in 2023. If we are going into a recession, as everyone is saying, I do believe that certain sectors within the Dow Jones, like stocks like Caterpillar, Honeywell, stocks like this might get hit pretty hard because of this, because of
if we
earnings
happen to go
contraction.
into a recession. Absolutely, the industrial sector.
We are going into a recession. No ifs there. We are definitely going into a recession.
About it. I am also thinking about a possible recession hitting the economy this year, affecting the economy this year. But we have a bunch of bulls talking about the soft landing and stuff. So I still see it as a very high probability. But I know that you're very convinced about it. Let's say hello to the guys, Mario. Quality 5S. What's up, guys? KJ, what's up? Sharon, welcome. Isaac, Sergio Salcedo, what's up, guys? Pro investors going crazy. We took a nice trade today, guys, with puts of the SPY. That was a quick trade. Katie Kid 1, what's up, fellas? Mr. J 601 in the building. How about that, huh? Thanks for all you do. Mike, what's up, bro? Juan Serrano, what's up, guys? If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. Let us know if you want to know anything about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, which is something that I am that I like a lot. And if you want us to go over any given stock or index, just let us know. Nain Kiasi, thanks for the SPY puts. Nice trade we took today. Alem Koshitani, trucker from Florida. What's up, bro? Mario was in Florida just a few seconds ago, right, Mario?
Oh yeah, I can go there again if you want.
Yeah, you can change your background. There you go. Take a look at Mario.
Yeah, I'm back in Florida again.
Yeah, he's back in Florida. Okay.
Oh, look, I'm in San Francisco now. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Mario, let me ask you: do you think that the PPI report and the retail sales and Bullard are going to move the markets in a significant way tomorrow?
Well, I mean, maybe if they want a reason to pull back, they might just use this as a reason to pull back, to be honest. We are at a strong resistance, to be honest. Like, I need a weekly close, a significantly higher above the trend line in order to get moderately bullish on price action anyway. So we need a weekly close above the trend line. So we might be in for some alley-oop where like they can just like bounce us tomorrow and then dump us into Thursday and Friday. It's still a possibility for a weekly close under it. And mind you, this is the first time they're testing the trend line in a very long time. So I do expect some back and forth price action leading into this week. It's either going to be choppy or they're going to sell off. I would be surprised if they just break it on the first try, to be honest.
So that's Tesla, right, Mario, over there?
No, we're talking about SPY, sorry.
Sorry, you had a technical short of Tesla over there, Mario.
Oh yeah, I just changed it. My bad.
Yeah,
So
I was like, well, what is
yeah,
Mario talking about? That is a Tesla shop.
yeah. No. Technically, I was talking about SPY. So it's like, yeah, this is the first time we're testing this trend line in a long time. A very important line. We got rejected multiple times, over and over, at least 6 times for now. So I will be surprised if they do it on the first try right now and push it just higher. But well, we gotta wait and see. I need a weekly close about this.
Do you would you recommend trading to tomorrow as soon as the trading session opens with Bullard being interviewed by Timmy Raos, or
Depends on where they
would you
open
step
at. If
back
they
just
off,
to just to play it safe?
now technically, if they do offer me 390, 350, I will take the trade to the upside tomorrow. But that's a steep pullback from where they are at right now. But right now, I'm not taking any longs. Technically, as long as the price is under 403, I don't see any good risk to reward over here. From 397 to
Agreed
400
on
or
that.
402.50. I need a candle closing firmly above 403, a back test and a successful holding of that 403 levels before buying any calls on SPY right over here. So I did buy some calls at 392.50 bounce and I did make some money off of it. But after that, I didn't touch SPY at all. For now, I'm just on the sidelines. Give me either 397 and under, I'll buy puts. Give me above 403, I'll buy calls. Until that's happening, I'm not gonna touch SPY until I see these two price points.
What's your take on Netflix earnings later on this week? That's on Thursday, I think, after hours.
Ooh, okay.
The bar was lowered, like lowered. So
Mm,
analysts are expecting EPS at 43 cents. Unbelievable.
43 cents.
So
Yeah.
the bar was lowered, and maybe if they do okay, the markets can take that as an excuse that the economy is being resilient, and and we're hanging in there, and the Powell, the pilot, is going to be able to engineer a soft landing and so forth. These irrational bulls, right? So, what do you think about Netflix, guys? Please, 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 I'm begging you, do not gamble on earnings. That's a horrible strategy. Please, please, guys, do not gamble on earnings. How many times have we said this before, Mario?
I ain't gonna.
The,
I
the,
ain't
the
even
guys
gonna
don't,
say
yeah,
anything.
they don't listen. It is what it is. But protect your money, risk management.
Technically, like for Netflix wise, the bar is already even lower, and the only problem which I have is every single person out there knows that the earnings are going to contract, and March is technically like seasonally one of the worst months in the stock market, Feb and March. So let's see, like if they use earnings, and they did run up pretty crazy though for the past few days. Like you can look at the amount from 280 all the way to like 336. That was almost a 20% rally in the past 2 weeks alone in Netflix. So if they are the resistance, I wouldn't be surprised if they do pull back all the way to at least 310 or 300 to the downside after the earnings. I mean, anything can happen, but that's the most likely scenario. Uh, that is provided if they didn't nuke us by disappoint by reporting completely mad earnings. If they disappointed crazily, then we can see the repeat of what happened right over here.
Yeah, I mean
If
that's the
that's
thing
not,
that I think that's the thing about lowering the bar, Mario. So if they
Mhm.
happen to post worse than expected earnings after the bar was lowered so much, so
Mhm.
that's an excuse to to see a big drop, probably.
Yep.
I'm thinking because I haven't listening to some analysts out there, so
Mhm.
they are making the case that Netflix is no longer a growth stock or a growth company. So if the subscribers figure that we happen to get on Thursday happens to disappoint, they are gonna say like, yeah, but this is a more mature company and they cannot keep on growing at the pace that they were doing it and stuff like that. So them, so
Bro,
be mindful of
remember
that,
Cisco?
guys.
Remember Cisco used to be a growth company?
What? Yeah, Cisco, correct. So, but I don't know. If they happen to disappoint on subscribers growth, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls happen to shake it off based on that excuse, like, yeah, this is no longer
Mhm.
a growth company because this is a more mature company and so forth. So you know what is, so and so forth. You know what I'm talking about. Hey,
Mhm.
KJ is asking about Goldman Sachs. They got killed today because the earnings report was horrendous.
We did take a
So
trade on GS today.
did you try? When? What did you say that?
I did trade GS today.
Yes,
Let
today.
me show you.
Yeah, puts
Let
obviously.
me show you. Let me.
That's
No, no,
great,
no.
man. Yeah,
So this
that's a
was the
good
trade
one.
which I took. This was
That's
the
a good
trade which
one.
I took.
So let me tell you guys, very poor report. Revenue dropped 16% quarter over quarter. The bar was lowered, and despite the fact that the bar was lowered, when it comes to EPS and revenue, they missed on both. And the loss provision, Mario, was raised from $300 million up to $1 billion. So it tripled. It was a horrendous report. And would you keep on shorting it tomorrow? What did you do? Let us know, please.
I actually did two things today. I took a long at 358.50 for a $4 scalp to the upside, and then I shorted it once it broke up under 356 to 350. So tomorrow, if they opened about 350, I might long it to 356 to 358 again. But for now, if they opened under 350 or whatever it is, I won't be surprised if they run a test to 340 and change to the downside one more time. Okay, that's a lot of things. Let me say it again. I know it's confusing. Let me say it again. All right.
Go ahead.
So for tomorrow, as long as they opened under 350, I won't be surprised if they ran a test to today's lows again, which is right over here around 344 and change, or 340 and change to the downside.
That
So
was
that
that
is the
was some
short.
sort of double bottom over there, Mario, right? At 343, 344-ish.
Technically, that was the lows before. Like I would most happily go long over here at 340 rather than 344. So tomorrow, if they do open under 350.61, I won't be surprised to see the bottom of this range being tested again at 339.84. So that'll be a nice 10-point move to the downside in case of Goldman Sachs. But if they opened about 350.61, I won't be surprised if they ran a test again to 356 to 358 again to the upside.
Hey, by the way, guys, something that is worth to be pointed out here. Very good plan, by the way, Mario, and very good
Mm-hmm.
trade. Good job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you are going to take trades with bank stocks, please, please keep a close watch on XLF. Okay,
Yeah.
the financial ETF, financials in this case, the financial sector. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if XLF is going lower, guys, and you're planning on buying calls of Bank of America or Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley, just don't do it. Because as of now, we have this process of, how would I describe it? ETFization of the stock market.
Mm.
So if a stock is going, if an ETF or the sector in which a stock trades in goes lower and you want to go and you want to go long, then your trade is very likely to be wrong. So please
Yep.
keep a close watch on XLF, which happens to be the financial sector.
The funny thing about XLF is it's mainly like almost 40% of this is mostly Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, JP
It's
Morgan
like,
and Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, but
yeah,
but but,
so it's
but
just
Goldman Sachs
fully.
is a
Yeah,
heavy
one of
holding,
the
right?
major component. But the thing is, it's only about 4 or 5% of XLF, but Berkshire is almost 15 or 16% over here, and JP Morgan is next at around 7 to 8%.
There you go,
So,
Mario.
but the funny thing, bro, today in the bank's earnings in itself, Morgan Stanley did exceptionally well. Morgan
Yeah, but
Stanley
you
reported
know why?
earnings. Hmm.
Wealth management.
Oh, they landed pretty good.
I will leave it over there.
Okay,
You can make your own conclusions
looks
because
like
of wealth
Jamie Dimon
management.
has competition in laundering the money.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you that they did beat on earnings, mostly because
Uh-huh.
of wealth management. So it was
Okay.
also a questionable, let's say, report as well,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Okay, Mario,
that's
we
what they
have
did.
here Mark Pryor asking about why UMC to the
Oh,
downside of $51.94. If you
okay.
want to go over that stock.
All right. First, we have Enphase CVX YOMC. So those are the three stocks which you have on good
Awesome.
comms.
Go
Like
go ahead.
we'll go through all those three: YUMC, Yum China Holdings. What the hell is this? All right. Oh, it's a Chinese ETF. Okay. It's the first time me
That's
even
a
hearing
restaurant
about
chain,
this.
right?
I have no
I
idea.
think so
And
in
this is the
China.
first
I
time I'm
think so.
hearing about this. I never charted this before. Let me chart this
Yeah,
for
let me look.
you real time.
You go ahead and do the technical analysis. I'm gonna
All
check on
right,
that.
so this was important area right over here. All right, so $61 was pretty important because that's where they reversed massively after touching it. So that is important. To the downside, we got right over here, 5650 area, important to the downside, which was acting as a
Mario,
consolidation.
we cannot
This
see
is
your
weekly
chart.
charts, by the
We
way.
cannot see your chart. You need to
Okay.
display it. And by the way, I was right, Mario.
Oh,
So Yum China
yeah.
Holdings engages in the operation and management of restaurants and fast food chains. Yeah, so I was spot on.
Fast food, okay. So this one, okay, and then we have another important area right over here at $52.50. All right, for now, I got the three price points which are important, which is at around 56.30 and 52.50, and to the top we got like $60. So if they do rally above, I do see a strong resistance around this point, around $60 to $61 in YUMC. And if they do pull back, there is a nice pocket over here from $56 to $54, which they might find support from. If they start closing weekly candles under this area, I won't be surprised to see 52 again. And I don't think the stock is a big mover as well. It only has a ATR of 1. And today they had a terrible day. It's a reversal candle as well. So I would rather be careful. This candle, yeah, opened at the highs and then like gap down and closed at the lows of the day. This is actually a reversal candle. So for now, watch out for $54 as support to the downside. If not, we're gonna see 52, 56 pretty soon.
There
So
you
this
go.
is for YUM
Yes.
and
YUMC deals.
Enphase is the next one which they asked. Enphase, like
It has been going
it's
higher once again, Mario. Once
yeah, I
again.
mean, it's pretty easy, man. This one, like, to be honest with you, it's pretty simple. The simplest chart to trade. As long as this, I mean, if you entered already, we have been long since like over here when they touched this demand zone. This has been in our watch list. As long as it's about 234 to 236, stay long because that's an area of support, like acted as support multiple times. Like right over there, you have a massive support over there, and then they touched it, and then they rallied like how many percent to the upside? To the new all-time highs, actually, around almost 40% rally from this price point after they touched it beforehand, which makes this area very, very important. 236 to 234, very important support. If they break it, we can talk about 219 to the downside, but as long as they're above it, well, the next potential area is at 269.50 and 276 to 277 to the upside. So that's the next pocket to watch out for as a resistance. If they do keep pushing higher, there it is.
And from a market psychology standpoint, Mario, Enphase was one of the winners, of the big winners, by the way, of 2022 that was dumped as soon as 2023 kicked off. So we saw some sort of rotation from the winners of 2022 into the losers of 2022. And in
Bro,
this
look
case,
at this
maybe
yearly chart in Enphase.
what?
Look at this yearly chart in Enphase. Looks like a fucking meme stock.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But now we're starting to see a rotation back into the winners of 2022. So maybe we can see higher prices on Enphase. Yeah, that could be the case. Mark Pryor, anytime, bro. Absolutely. Any other stock, Mario, that you have over there?
Yeah, what there was not CVX.
CVX. There you go. That's Chevron, right?
Yeah, Chevron. Oil
Bro,
is actually doing good.
by the way. Oh, no. Hold
Yeah.
on. Oil. So do you really think that this China reopening stuff is gonna bring the price of oil higher? Or
Bro, I've been
maybe
saying this.
okay, go
That's
ahead.
all, bro. It's kind of pissed me off. I'm just saying I've been saying this like for quite some time, right? I mean, I think you can agree with me on this as well. Hear me out. China, the economy of China, when it was shutting down, is not the same economy of China when it's reopening back,
It has weakened a
right?
lot. Absolutely.
It
Yeah,
doesn't make
absolutely. Yeah, I
sense.
agree
Like
on that. Sure,
in an
sure.
already weakened economy, if you're injecting with a lot of supply again, where's the demand gonna come from? Nowhere. The demand is not the same as it used to be before. Now they're reopening China, expecting, oh, inflation is going to come back again. No, it's not going to come back again. Like, I don't understand, because like demand is already weaker and you're adding more supply to the economy when the already weak in demand. What's
So
going to
do you
happen?
think that all of these Chinese stocks, JD, Baba, and stuff like that, are short over here because
Uh,
you know
I mean, I was just
the
talking
Chinese
from an
economy
economy
isn't doing well?
basis. Like, technically speaking, for now, Baba is actually looking good because they had a massive reversal and the charts are actually pushing up. But let's be honest, we have seen this happen before. Every time the
Ooh,
stocks
on
rally,
multiple occasions, over
yep,
and
look at
over
this.
and over and over.
Every time they rally quite some time and then gets to the CEO's head, they're gonna slam him down with some regulation or some bullshit news to keep the stock lower and the valuations lower so that it doesn't get to their head. So let's see, man. Like, because
At some point in time, I don't know, maybe anytime soon, Xi Jinping is gonna cross this rally, most likely doing something. I
exactly,
don't know,
that's exactly what I'm
Xi
saying.
Jinping like. All right,
Exactly
okay.
what I'm saying. It's like not
You
worth it. That's the thing.
So do you think that all of these oil stocks, Chevron and Occidental Petroleum and Devon Energy and stuff like that, do you consider those stocks as short because oil is going lower because demand isn't
Bro,
going to be there?
there is and there was a massive disconnect between the price of oil and the price of energy stocks for quite some time now. So the oil has dropped more than 30 to 40% from the highs, more than 30 to 40%. But energy stocks are still near the all-time highs of 2022, still near that price. You can see, like, when this rally was happening, oil was actually down during November, December time. Oil was at 80 or $70 range when this November rally was happening. These stocks still pushed higher.
Yeah, Mario, but
I'm at this point.
that has a financial reason. So with oil above 70, $75, these
Mhm.
companies are going to be doing pretty well when it comes to a cash flow and revenue and so
Yeah,
forth. So the markets aren't going to be demanding oil to go back to 110 or 120 bucks
yeah.
in order to award Occidental Petroleum and Devon Energy and all those stocks. So the markets are only going to be expecting oil to remain above certain level, say
Mhm.
70, 75 bucks, in order
Mhm.
to keep on buying these oil stocks because with oil at the current levels, they are going to be doing pretty well from a financial standpoint, obviously, right? I mean, the technical aspect is a whole different story, right?
Yep. But let's be honest, man. Kathy doesn't deserve the hate which she's getting, actually. She nailed it. She called the $60 crude. She called the $60 crude like when it was at the all-time highs into 2023.
Money supply as well.
Credit where credit is
She's
due.
very smart, man. Just
I've
being
been
under.
saying, man, her fund might be a piece of shit. It's which her picks might be a piece of shit, but her macro takes are fucking solid. Like, every single week she uploads it, she backs it up with the data, she backs it up with statistics. Yeah, people just want some reason to hate some. I guess like that's all it is. I
I
like
mean,
Kathy Wood's
her picks
analysis.
and her technical approach is horrible and
Oh yeah,
horrendous.
I said it. I said it. Her
So,
picks might be horrible. Her funds might not have been doing that good, but she was always on point with the macro in 2022 and 2023.
and I don't think,
So
Mario, that we're going back to low interest rates, even with inflation going down to going back to 2%. I don't see the Fed dropping rates down to 2% or lower
nah,
than
don't
that,
worry.
unless we
Don't worry.
happen to
Bond
enter
markets will
into
do
a
the job for them.
very tough recession. So I don't see it
Mhm.
happening honestly. But well, that's a whole different story. That's a different discussion that we can have,
Yep.
in another live stream.
Hmm.
Mario, let's please. I have a request for you, Tesla.
Oh
It
yeah, yeah.
closed, yeah, it closed above 130 bucks. It was a very good close, and I think that with today, after I don't know weeks, after many weeks, Tesla managed to. There you go. They put on a higher high. Take a look. That's bullish.
Yeah, I mean, this red zone is going to be acting like a magnet right now, which is at around 137 to 148, that range. So if once price hits that range, I'm going to sell my shit and run the other way, because for now, it's just a bounce and a downtrend. And they sold off pretty crazily. to be honest, to get more bullish. I do believe that every single bounce which you're seeing right now will get sold off. So that is something to keep an eye out for. Getting too bullish on Tesla right now is kind of like, for a trade, yes, but I most likely believe this is going to be another sell the rip sort of thing.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. The Empowered Woman channel asked about Chevron, and I distracted you, bro. So sorry about that. My bad. Let's go.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's go over Chevron. And mind you, guys, by the way, I was taking a look at the estimates for the Tesla earnings report that comes out next week. And in the case of Tesla, because I just told you that the bar was lowered when it comes to Netflix, in the case of Tesla, the bar wasn't lowered. So the markets are expecting EPS growth year over year. That is going to be a fun one, no doubt about it, next week. So go ahead and break down Chevron, Mario, please.
Bro,
I'm sorry
if Tesla
once again to the
doesn't,
Empowered Woman channel. Sorry about it.
if Tesla doesn't produce this earnings, they're gonna crush this. Trust me. It's gonna be brutal, man. Yeah, Chevron. See, okay, I don't want to draw too many lines to distract. Like, let's just stick with 2 lines over here. The range for now, if you go to the weekly charts, the range for now is between 178 all the way to 186. So the weekly candles did have a back and forth dance between those levels, or you can just, if you want to go to the lows over here and then just make the low right over there, you can just say the range pretty much is 167 to 186 to the upside. They did form a head and shoulders. They broke down. Once they completed the head and shoulders, now they're slowly drifting back up again. If you want to go long on Chevron, 177 is an important area to watch out for. If they do give a pullback to 177 and hold it as support, it's a nice tradable opportunity. Or 180 is another area of support. So if you're going long at 180, put your stops at 177 and trade it all the way to 186.50. So that's a potential trade, risking technically like $3 to make $7 to the upside, $6 to $7 to the upside. Not bad sort of trade. But let's see. Like, I'm not willing to long anything at the moment as long as SPY either breaks above 403.
Me too. I think that the risk
Kind
to
of
reward here
risky.
is very poor, Mario. In
Yep.
general terms, yeah, I do agree with that and with you. Absolutely.
Kind of risky. So I can't. Since we are on the topic of energy,
we have Badra Vora. How do you pronounce his name, Mario?
Badra Vora.
There you go. That's the right pronunciation.
Yeah.
Sorry for butchering your name, bro. Do you think XLE is a buy or sell this?
Technically, I do believe the energy stocks are going to keep holding on for a while, at least for the next few months. But once they get into the realization that the demand is gonna get hit, however, volume.
Oh my bad. What happened? Oh, can you guys hear me or what? No.
Yeah, I can hear my own voice. So yeah, so XLE sort of thing, like I do believe the next few months is going to be the same. I do see a lot of analysts still being bullish on XLE. That was a big winner of 2022, and in 2023, I'm kind of on a fence about it. I don't think this is going to be a winner of 2023. I do believe there are certain the equities are not a way to go in 2023. I'm bullish on gold, bonds, silver, and precious metals, commodities, and stuff like that. But if dollar keeps crashing and if the demand keeps pulling back, I do see lower prices in oil in upcoming days. But for a trade, if you want to hold it, it's totally up to you. But I do see weakness in 2023 in energy space, industrials, and I do see financials pulling back as well. I don't think 2023 is going to be an era of equities, but again, it's the Fed who runs who front runs everything. If they comes out and said like they're gonna pause or they're gonna pivot, then yeah, that's gonna bring in more demand. Oil is gonna go up, yields are gonna go up, bonds are gonna crash, golds are gonna crash, and everything is gonna crash all over again. So let's see.
Yeah, if the Fed happens to pivot ahead of time, Mario, oil, I would be going long oil like 100%. If they happen to announce a pivot ahead of time, because as of now the markets are pricing in a pivot for the December meeting, and if Powell happens to let's say make that mistake Yeah, so we are very likely to see oil going higher because the DXY is going to get crushed. Absolutely, the
Yep.
US dollar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Badravora says, I have much puts on XLE, thinking of bailing out.
I have puts on
Would
XLE
you would you hold
thinking
this? Would
on
you hold? I mean,
bailing on.
Mario would
Depends on
hold
your
his puts, I
expiration.
think, right? Yeah, you
What
aren't
is that?
bullish on oil at all.
I wasn't bullish on oil. I wasn't bullish on dollars since November, man. You know that. So that's the thing. Like both bullish. If you're expecting recession to hit the markets, being bullish on oil kind of like counter. What do you call it? It doesn't make sense. It
Yeah,
doesn't correlate because you can't expect demand destruction and then expect the oil prices to go higher. So it's kind of both are correlated. If the demand is going to go down, oil is going to go down with it. So that's how it always
absolutely.
works. So,
Yeah, you
so
guys have to
that's the
keep in mind that
correlation we have.
oil it is some sort of example of the aggregate demand of the world. So if we
Mhm.
happen to go into a recession, oil is going to take a big hit, but a big hit. So we have over here Nain Kiasi. Please, can you check on Keiko and IMOX? Do you know those stocks, Mario? I don't know those stocks.
All right. So if it's a penny stock, I swear to God, can't go.
Yeah, we don't do penny stocks, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Nope.
it is a penny stock, right?
Nope.
Yeah, we don't waste
IMOX.
our time with penny stocks.
Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at this. Like, oh my days, bro. Look at this. $386 to $1.54.
Please stay away from these kind of garbages. This kind of garbage, guys. Please, please,
Okay, now
please.
I don't know if it's reverse split. I don't see any reverse splits.
That gotta be
God
that drop.
damn,
That
bro.
drop has to be either a split or I don't know
Ah, not
something
split.
news related.
I don't think it's a split. It's a news related. It's a biotech, so most likely news related.
Nah, guys, please do not take trades with biotech stocks. Yeah, that gotta be an FDA decision or something like that, right?
Yeah, most likely.
No, stay
Yeah,
away
just sell
from
naked
that kind of
puts
stuff.
or naked calls. That's all it is. Easy money.
Yeah, absolutely. Walmart, yeah. Mike Banks is asking about Walmart. Wow, we have gone
Well,
over a
there's
bunch of
still,
stocks here.
yep, though they're still under 140, so above 140. Walmart is kind of pretty interesting. They're holding up on their own, but still not anywhere close to that highs which they have been trading at for the past few days. So let's see, like for Walmart, to put it simple, as long as they stay above 140, they have a decent chance to run a test to the highs of 149 to 150 again. But again, they need to get above this local highs at 146.50. So let's see, like for now, it's just consolidating, doing the back and forth. And I'm going to say the same thing which I said about Chevron. SPY is at strong resistance levels. SPY is at, as long as SPY is under 403.50, 402.50 to 400, there is a decent probable chance that, as Alba said, ETFization is a major issue. If SPY drops, other sectors are going to drop down alongside with it. So be careful going long on anything at this moment. We will see some winners emerge from the markets. Walmart might be one of them. So we can see how it works. So
Yeah, and by
FSLR.
the way, something that is worth to point out here, Mario, is that consumer staples was the best performing sector today, which is the sector in
Mm-hmm.
which Walmart trades in. And I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that might be a sign that we are going to see a rotation back into defensives. You never know.
Yeah,
In which case,
most
Walmart
likely.
is going to be a beneficiary of that
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Yep. All right. So Alba, let me send you another link. So can you go over FSLR and tell the guys what do you think? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, guys. Mario is going to be sending me another link. Let me take a look at First Solar. First Solar. Let me see over here. It went on a tear today. No, it went down just a bit, 1.44%, but it did hit a new all-time high, right? 140, 185, 180 $5. Clear uptrend above all the moving averages. We can see over here an upward sloping 5-day moving average. I have nothing negative to say about First Solar. It got a bit overextended. The RSI went up to. Hey, by the way, you guys aren't seeing me, right? Okay, that's fine because I am no longer in Zoom. But I'm gonna be back, guys. So let me see if Mario sends me the link as soon as he can. There you go. I got the link. So hold on, guys. because the link expired and you guys cannot see me, but we are working on it. So hold on for a second. Let me see. There you go. We are about to be back. So Mario can do the technical analysis of First Solar. Let me see. There you go. Can you guys hear us over here? Oh, my bad. Join with computed audio. There you go. Mario,
Yep.
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I try to go over First Solar, but my camera,
Got it.
yeah, went black. So you go ahead and do it.
So
It
FSLR
hit a new all-time high today, by the way.
Oh yeah, beautiful chart.
$195, but it gave back some of the gains into the closing bell. But this is a clear uptrend above all the moving averages. We can see a rise in 5-day moving averages. Very good looking chart, but yeah, it is a bit overextended, right?
Yep, it is a kind of like I do like it if they do come back to run a test to 173 to 172, or even better if they come back to 161 and change. I like it for a trade to the upside. So let's wait and see how they do it. To be honest.
Sorry, Mario.
Yeah.
Just making sure that everything was right.
Yeah, so this is what I was looking for. Watch out for 173.50 backtest if they do find buyers there. Well, this is primed for either a consolidation for quite some time or a next push higher. You got to wait and see.
Would you buy it? Would you buy it over that previous resistance, Mario?
Yeah, I might take my chances over there with the tight stop losses to the upside. If they do break it, I will go short all the way down again to 161.50.
That previous resistance is sitting at around 170.
173.
I think, right?
Yeah, 173.80. I don't think this is a new one. This is an all-time high. We have been there before. It's a 52-week high technically. So I do believe that if they do keep pushing higher, they can see 195 to 200 to the upside.
Yeah, solar stocks were once again running today. Enphase went on a tear, and First Solar went on a tear as well. So yeah, good day for solar stocks in general terms. Quality 5S is asking about Starbucks. He says that he's launched Starbucks. That's a very good looking chart, by the way. I was asked about Starbucks earlier on today. Very good looking chart.
Let's see.
Take a look at that, Mario. That's a nice looking chart. Could keep on going higher, probably.
Yeah, this is a weekly chart which I have right over there. So
yeah, if you pull up a 4-hour chart, I think that it recently hit a 52-week high, and if you pull up daily or weekly, it still has room to the upside, 118, 120, I think.
Yeah, maybe like possible. That will be the top of the consolidation channel, which they've been having for quite some time. So let's see. They do have earnings in the next few days. On Feb 3rd, they're reporting earnings. So as long as they're in a supply zone, unfortunately, right now. So I mean, if they do break above 110, then there's a good trade to 120 to the upside, as you said. But for now, yeah, technically, let's see. You can, if you want to go long, you can just set your stops at 105.50 and then like just keep holding your longs, I guess. So 105.50 is a strong support level to the downside, which we got rejected at before, and now they broke out of it. If they do come back to run a test to 105, and if they find support there, why not?
I have a question for the guys. Do you think that Starbucks might be some sort of defensive tack in case that we go into a recession? What do you think? Would you guys still be going to Starbucks to get a coffee or to buy, I don't know, a muffin if we happen to go into a recession? I'm curious, Mario. This could be a recession play. Why not? You never know. I mean, it is a bit overextended. It is a very good-looking chart, but maybe. I think that people are still going to be going to Starbucks regardless of the general shape of the economy, right?
We had a massive inflow into Starbucks at the end of 2022 because of China reopening optimism. I think those calls expire on June of 2023. Massive inflows. Insane amount of volume came in for Starbucks calls for June of 2023 for the China reopening optimisms. Insane.
And do you think that the demand is going to the weak demand is going to affect them a lot in
maybe China? We'll see it in the upcoming earnings. We'll see it in the second quarter earnings when they reported on March, I guess. when they report the next, not March, the Feb, when they report it, we'll see how it is, how the China reopening is impacting their business and everything. So we got to wait and see. We're going to take the recession as a whole. We're going to take the demand restriction as a whole, and see how people are actually, as you said, the same question, Rodo, you said, are people are going to buy coffee from Starbucks if they are
Yeah, I mean, I do
we are
see
in a deep
people still
recession or
going to
something?
Starbucks regardless of a recession. And in the case of China, I don't know if Starbucks is very expensive for the average Chinese, So that is something that I cannot talk about because I don't know how that might be potentially playing out like. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wrap it up here. I still need
Mhm.
to film a bit in Spanish. It's been a long day for me.
Yep.
And well, it was a very nice live stream. So thank you very
Thank you.
much, Mario, for joining me today.
No
And
worries,
thank you
mate.
very much to all of you for your participation. This video is going to be released openly on my YouTube channel. So if you want to thank us for the effort that we made today, please go ahead and drop a comment and let us know that you enjoyed our work. So take care, guys, and see you on Discord. Thank you very much,
Bye.
Mario. Take care,
No worries,
guys.
mate.
Bye.
Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Mhm.
Bye. Take